My millionaire man told me that when he first saw me, it was love at first sight. He told me that a couple months into dating, but he recalled that when he saw me turn the corner outside the speakeasy, he said it was like I was gliding down the sidewalk in my red bottoms. He said I looked beautiful, elegant, confident, and had this self-assured energy about me. And it wasn't just how I looked, but it was the energy. And the more I sat with this compliment, the more that I realized that this kind of energy is all about self-perception. I feel like self-confidence is one of the most important things that women can cultivate because it literally affects everything. It affects how you move, what you tolerate, what you attract. And that energy didn't start with him. It started with how I talk to myself. I feel like I kind of developed that in my early 20s. I remember freshman year of my undergrad, I was in my hippie era. I would lay in the grass and just watch the clouds roll by. I spent so much time alone. And I had this realization one day that I am literally the only person I will be with 24/7 for the rest of my life. So I can either learn to love that or suffer through it. And I decided that I was going to cultivate a beautiful relationship with myself. But don't get me wrong, because there was also a period in my life where I lost that version of myself. I was in a relationship that slowly altered how I see myself. It was like I let someone take the wheel of my life. And what's wild is, in order for that relationship to function, I had to shrink. And I started noticing that my self-confidence was fading, my voice was softening, my instincts were quieting. And I'll take accountability for this because I allowed it. I allowed someone else's perception of me to override my own. And once I realized that someone who truly loves you doesn't distort your reality, I chose myself. And if I had been more grounded in myself, I probably would have walked away sooner. But I don't regret it because sometimes you have to lose yourself in order to understand how important it is to choose yourself every time after that. And I feel like I went through hell in that relationship so that I could experience heaven in my current relationship. Any relationship that requires you to shrink isn't love. And if a relationship only works when you abandon yourself, it was never aligned. But I became my own best friend. I don't mind time spent alone. In fact, I really enjoy it. I love going to Pilates. I love spa days. I love solo dates. I genuinely enjoy the person I am. And that shows up in everything. When I lost 30 pounds, it wasn't punishment. I didn't say,